All right, let's jump right in. We're going to tackle one of the biggest questions on everyone's mind right now, especially if you're a creative or a business owner. How do you use AI without, selling your soul or sounding like a total robot?
You've seen it, right? There's this massive elephant in the room when it comes to AI. The whole conversation is just completely split. On one side, you've got Team AI, and they're convinced it's going to cure cancer and write the next Great Gatsby. Then on the other side, you've got Team Humanity, who are pretty sure we're just like 3 software updates away from the Terminator showing up. It leaves the rest of us kind of stuck in the middle, just thinking, what am I supposed to do with all this?
So let's just cut through all that noise. This isn't about picking a side in some sci-fi movie debate. The real question, the one that actually matters for your work, is this. Are you using AI to become more you, or are you letting it make you less?
And that really changes how we should think about this whole thing. Look, AI isn't here to replace your creativity. It's not some magic bullet that's going to do your job for you. Think of it more like, I don't know, your email inbox or that espresso machine that you absolutely cannot live without on a Monday morning. Its real power isn't doing the creative work for you. It's about giving you more time for the creative work. But all this tension, it creates this kind of existential crisis, right? For anyone trying to run a business or create something new. And from what I see, it really boils down to 2 huge fears that pop up over and over again. And here's the first one, and it's a big one. What if your brand starts sounding like it was written by a toaster? I mean, it's a totally valid fear, isn't it? You've spent years building a unique voice, a personality for your brand. The absolute last thing you want is for all that hard work to get flattened out until you sound generic, robotic, like a kitchen appliance. And then there's the second problem, which is just feeling completely and utterly overwhelmed. It's like every single week, heck, every single day, there's another revolutionary update, another game-changing tool you have to check out. It's exhausting trying to keep up. So you end up asking yourself, what actually works? What's just hype? And seriously, what is actually worth my time? Because you don't have time to try every shiny new toy. You just need to know what's real and what can genuinely help you.
Okay, so let's do just that. Let's cut through all that noise. Instead of feeling like you're drowning in a sea of updates, we're going to focus on the stuff that actually matters. I've got a few of the latest updates, but I'm going to translate them into what they actually mean for you.
First up, OpenAI's Agent Builder. Now, this is a big deal, and here's why. You don't need to know a single line of code. It's basically a drag-and-drop tool that lets you build your own little custom AI helpers for specific workflows. Think of it like creating a mini assistant that can, say, automatically summarize your meeting notes and pull out the action items. So the translation? You can automate all that boring, repetitive stuff so you can stay in your genius zone. We're talking about the tasks that eat up your day, sorting through feedback, formatting reports. All that can be handed off, freeing you up to focus on the big picture strategy and the creative thinking that only you can do. All right, next, let's talk about how ChatGPT now runs apps. This means it can connect directly with the tools you're probably already using every day, like Canva, Figma, even Spotify, right there inside the chat window. It's all about bringing everything together. The translation here is that your creative workspace just got a serious upgrade. Think about it. Fewer clicks, less jumping between a million different tabs. It's just a much smoother, more fluid process from that first spark of an idea to the finished product. Your whole setup just got more powerful and way less cluttered. Then we've got Perplexity's Comet Browser. Okay, the best way to think about this one is like having a super smart assistant that lives right inside your web browser. It can do things like research an entire topic for a new project, track down contact info for people you want to connect with, and even draft the initial outreach emails for you.
Translation? Simple. More done with less doing. This thing handles all the grunt work, the endless clicking, searching, and gathering data, so that you can focus on making the important decisions. It's about leverage. And finally, let's touch on Google's Gemini 2.5. This is where things start to get really interesting, because we're moving past AI that just gives you information. This is an AI model that can actually control your browser to click buttons, fill out forms, and navigate websites for you. So what's the translation? This is automation that doesn't just think, it acts. That's the huge shift. It's not just going to give you a summary or a report. It's going to go ahead and actually do the task for you.
Okay, so we've looked at some of the cool new tools, the what, but that brings us right back to the most important question of all, the how. How do we actually use all this incredible tech without turning into a robot? It all comes down to this one golden rule. And if you remember anything from this, let it be this. AI is only as good as the human behind it. Seriously, the tech is just a tool. It's your ideas, your creativity, your expertise that gives it direction. If you just hand everything over, you're going to sound like everyone else. So yeah, use it. Use it to plan smarter strategies. Use it to take one great piece of content and repurpose it into 10 different formats. Let it handle the mind-numbing work of editing and writing captions. Use it to personalize your follow-ups at a scale you could never do on your own. Use it for all that, but always,
You have to bring your perspective, your tone, and your empathy to the front and center. The AI can spit out a first draft, sure, but you are the one who provides the final polish, the human touch. It can schedule a follow-up, but you are the one who injects genuine empathy into the message. That unique perspective you have, that's the one thing no machine can ever replicate.
and that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? When you use it the right way, the real power of AI isn't about replacing you, it's about amplifying you. At the end of the day, AI doesn't replace your story, it amplifies it. The best way to think of it is like a megaphone. It takes the story you're already trying to tell, the value you want to give to the world, and it just helps you share it faster, wider, and way more efficiently. It doesn't write your story for you, it just makes sure more people hear it. And that's really the question I want to leave you with. Your story is unique. Your brand, your perspective, your experience, that is your secret sauce. So the real question isn't if you should use AI. The question is, how will you use it to amplify that unique voice of yours?